Let's go to free speech and more on this, because the Human Rights Commission, the Australian Human Rights Commission, a body that really shouldn't exist anymore given what it's done over the years, it's now looking, making submissions to try and control what we say and hear, therefore, about climate change. It says climate-related misinformation and disinformation impacts Australia's ability to respond effectively to climate change. False narratives distort public understanding, erode trust in science and institutions, and delay urgent climate action. And they say while regulation is necessary, it must not come at the expense of freedom of expression. Give me a break. Let me give you the strong tip, James. They are not talking about getting rid of all the exaggeration and fear-mongering about how climate's going to kill us all. They want to try and shut down people who are expressing sceptical views. And
the giveaway is in that quote. Anything that stops the urgent climate action is apparently misinformation.
Exactly.
So anything that's not an exaggeration of the claims can be seen as misinformation. But this is something that elites, they get to the first part of the sentence that they should be getting to, and then they go quiet. They should say the quiet part loud, which is, we need to crack down on misinformation because we think you're too stupid to figure out what the difference is between information and misinformation. And we should hold elites like the AHRC to account when they say what they really mean when they talk about misinformation.
Yeah, spot on. And James's point is so on point there, Justin. They give it away by saying that they're all about urgent action. Nothing can delay urgent action. So they're so hyper-political, and they're showing they're only coming at this from one side of the argument.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be agreeing with you on anything to do with climate change, but
there you go. The facts will get you every now and then.
And I had a look through the... Yeah, that's right. Oh, well, no, it's not the facts of climate change. But looking through these recommendations, I don't see what it does for debate. And I don't see what it really does for people who believe that climate change is real and something needs to be done. It just doesn't help. I'm really not sure what the report is about. Now, look, no one wants misinformation or disinformation about anything. I think the three of us would agree. If somebody is lying about something, whether it's climate change or anything else, that's disinformation, and we don't want it anymore. But I just don't see what this report from the Human Rights Commission actually does for debate. What does it do for debate? I just can't see it, Mr.
Correct them. Call out the lies and correct them. That's what you've got to do. We're going to quickly move on to this because I want to get through it.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Jimmy Kimmel, of course, as you know, in the US, had his show scrapped last week because he said this about Charlie Kirk.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
That's part of what he said. Now, people dress this up as some sort of a free speech issue. He became the victim, and they put him back on air just now. And listen to this apology. He seems to be pretending he said something different.
It was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make.
James, he denied saying what he said.
That's not an apology. An apology is, I'm sorry for what I said. An apology is not, I'm sorry you feel that way. Very important distinction.
Quick word, Justin.
Oh, I'm no fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I'd rather visit a friend in hospital than watch him on TV. But the whole thing has just been a circus. Let's not cloud what really happened here, which was we had the government bodies and Trump trying to shut down a political enemy. That's the real circus in all this.
We are right out of time. I disagree entirely with that. I thought it was dumped because what he said was horrible. But he's back now, so everyone can be happy.